Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jamie Jenkins back with another episode. This is our entrepreneur podcast on Tuesday nights, where we like to come on and just highlight some phenomenal entrepreneurs that's out here doing their thing, that's out here, pushing and pressing. And this is just, I think, a great, platform for both of us. For me to be able to just bring you some people you don't know, and for them to be able to do what? Speak to some people that they don't know also. Just a great opportunity, man. So thank you all for tuning in for the Hello Black Man Entrepreneur podcast on Tuesdays. And this young lady, I met a while back at this is, my backstory. Everybody got a little backstory. But I met this young lady at a sneaker convention a while back at the downtown. And she was a vibrant spirit. Like you knew right there, it was somebody that you could just vibe with. You know what I'm saying? She was having fun, great mood, great attitude, and those are just the positive people that we like to connect with. Those are the type of people that can just bring joy, just brings stability to any situation. Recognize it really early. And she came over, she's like, hey, I like it. And you know how sometimes you trying to give your little spiel and stuff like that. And I was trying to give me, she's like, yeah, I got it. This is what I need. I need this. She's like, that's straightforward. That's just who she is. It's like, well, you ain't got to waste your time with all that. I like what you got. I want this. I like, oh, okay, then no problem. So I say, I will make sure that we stay in contact, give her opportunity. She gave me an opportunity to pour into her life with our journals. And I wanted her to give her the same opportunity to come in on the podcast and make sure when you get her information that you're following her, make sure you tap in to everything she's bringing to the table. Without further ado, we're going to bring to you Miss TK Fairley.
Everybody.
What's up with it, TK? How you doing?
I am always wonderful, whether I feel that way physically.
I can tell. I literally can tell, man. I can tell.
Yeah, I love life. I love life.
Man, that's good. That is a great. I guess it's the point you have to get to, but that has to be so refreshing to know that you're taking everything in and making it positive like that. Like, was it a turning point? Was it a gradual change? Like some people are all the time. Then some people have to get to a point to say, "Hey, I can do better." Like it's like different points for different people.
Well, I had different points in life where I was like, wait, I'm off a little bit. Let me figure out what I am doing to get back to where I can be a light worker. And I know that I'm a light worker. I just went to school for psychology and I went through a master's program and I was just like, I can't sit in the office. I need to be out and about. I need to be out meeting people, talking to people, just, being me. Yeah. And I am a extrovert introvert. Many people don't know that. They think I'm just always, but I love my me time because that is where I find what my level of alignment is, I guess to say.
Yeah.
And to get it back. So I can't be out here just willy-nilly without, just passing like tap the route, say, if you can't have a good day, don't make nobody else have a good day. Then I realized you can't make nobody have nothing.
Nope. Listen, that is so important you say that you have to have your me time because a lot of extroverts, I myself am an introvert, extrovert also. And they don't understand that if you do not recharge, like if you don't back up, like you will turn to a whole nother person. Like they're expecting, I need you in the building. But if you don't get a chance to back up and just recharge, then you like nobody gonna want to be around us. Like they don't.
Right. Recently, I guess for the last year, it's almost been a year to date, to be honest. I have been like, wait, something I can be better. I can do better. Something is not right. So I went through a little spiritual transformation and going through one and seeing what what I was missing all these years. And it's like, boom, here it go. And it hit me all of a sudden. It was like, you gotta, all the things they've been telling you, you gotta do in church and all this and that.
Yeah.
And this is why it don't make sense, and why at the same time, some of the things make sense. So here's what it is. And I was like, oh, it was like a ball of fire just hit me one day. And I was like, oh, I do have a choice. Oh, it is my responsibility for my feelings, and I'm not responsible for yours, because as an empathic person, as someone who has that guilt, that spiritual guilt, I can know where you are, but that don't mean I gotta go there.
Right.
It took me forever to learn that.
That is huge, man. That is huge, and that's very intelligent too. To know you don't that apprehensiveness is a, hey, okay, I see what's going on. Let me do this, and then you can do that. Everybody can't do that. I mean, a lot of people, I guess, get wrapped up in everything and
what they see.
True. That's it. That's exactly what they do. And why don't we have that? Why don't we have that ability to say no? Man, what is that? What stops us from saying?
We do have that ability. What stops us from saying no or yes or going with our gut feeling is worrying about what everybody else is feeling.
Yeah.
Like, you're not responsible. This is the thing that I wake up to every morning before I go into meditation, because it's a whole process of being TK. But it's a good process. And it's when I wake up in the morning and a thought hit my mind, I'm conscious, I'm aware of what that thought is and how that thought makes me feel. So if I'm in if it starts out in a good spot, I might let it roll for a little bit and then I go into meditation. But what stops us is worrying about what everybody else is feeling. Here's the myth. Let me bust the myth real quick.
All right.
The myth is you're supposed to take care and care about everybody else first. Lies. I tell you, lies. That is not correct. Like, how are you supposed? Jesus didn't even do that. Right. Jesus came to you. He came to his sickness, but he wasn't sick. He didn't go into you miserable, so I'm going to be miserable with you in order to reach you. No, he came there in his wellness. So, and he stayed in his wellness, and you either came to him or you didn't. And that's how I move throughout the day. If you're going to come to this vibe or you're not. And I'm not going to be like, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to float around and be, hey, how you doing? You know, I enjoyed meeting you, by the way. Thank you for that great, great, great introduction. I really did. I brought those books home, brought those journals home. Like, listen up, boys. This is y'all homework. Do this, do that. I want to see this. Then I was like, wait. If they don't want to do it, they're not inspired to do it, then they're not doing it for them. So I've been like gradually finding ways to introduce inspiration into their lives, and just telling them it's here when you want to do it.
Yeah,
you don't have to pick it up every day. If you do things you don't want to do, if it feels funny to you when somebody introduces it to you, you're not gonna put your all into it. That's why a lot of people at McDonald's quit.
Yeah,
you're not putting your all into it because it's not something that you want to do. You haven't found the inspiration. You have the motivation, but no inspiration.
That's huge. So listen, that's a phenomenal backstory. Like I said, your transparency is so refreshing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's one of those things where you just gonna keep it real. That's just what you do. Like it's a natural. It's just a natural reaction or action from you. So just for the viewers out there, tell the viewers who you are, and from the entrepreneur side, tell them what you do.
Oh my God, let's see. I'm a comedian. I guess that is a passion. So, and that is a way to introduce inspirational speaking into my life, and how I can actually move people through funniness, and I can either add to their day or take away from their day depending on how I am on stage. So I just took my natural self and was like, hey, here I go. Y'all like me or not? I like me, so it don't matter. And with that attitude, it's like people they like people like me. Not saying everybody do, but I may not be a cup of tea. Another thing that I do is I used to be a part of this collective, comedian collective called No Lie Comedy, and it's based out of New Orleans. All female, all black women, and lately, like last year, I think right before the pandemic, I just had this urge to like it's something coming up and you're not going to be able to do all of the things that you was doing before, so you're gonna have to choose. And I felt that in my spirit, so I already was like, okay, let me just bag off a little bit. But I did a podcast with them. Like I was a co-host, and me and another young lady, Ty Jones, so we did podcasts for No Lie. Every week we drop a podcast. We came up with we sat down, came up with our segments, just doing getting on the mic, being crazy, being funny, having fun with life, and tackling serious issues. Where now my co-host has joined me. It took me a year. But she's joined me, and now me and another young lady who has started her own production company are doing a show called Not Another Black Show, which of course is a black show, but
that is
you see what I'm saying?
I like it.
Not another black show, but it's black women that's discussing their like giving. We're all different. Like one of us is hotel, and she calls me hotel back because she's like, "You're on this spiritual journey," and I'm like, "I'm not on like a journey. I'm kind of like journeying through life. It ain't just just the best way to journey through life is what I'm on." And then the other young lady who's doing the production company, she started Moon Cricket Productions, which I don't think is a dope name. If nothing else, we come up with dope names.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the name makes you like, okay, let me see what it is, like what they doing.
Moon Cricket Productions is dope. Yeah.
Once you get the name, once you get I tell people that very 15 seconds, like that's what now. Oh, I got it. I can remember. I can remember.
Yes, I can remember that. So we are doing that right now. It's kind of like a live cast, in my opinion, but we're dropping it in audio as well. That's getting started and finding new venues and finding new avenues to get this popping on. And I also work for Infect Change Television. I am whatever is needed pretty much. And I'm like that with every job, every thing that I am involved in. I hate to say it's a job because it's like it's fun. Like that's what I was doing the day that I met you. Like I was there as a producer, and I had so much fun just being able to be in an environment like that.
Listen, I was about to say, you've given me 50, 11 things you do.
And that's just a few.
And so the thing about it is, like, I'm intrigued about all of them. And then I was thinking, like, now when I met you, you wasn't doing none of those. Like, so what were you doing there?
Black Experience Media is a new, that's a part of ICTV. So Black Experience Media is another black woman. Listen, everything that I do is pretty much black. Yeah. Just so y'all know, just about everything I do is black. So it is a black CEO. Black CEO, black owner, black. She came up with Black Experience Media and ICTV, Infected Change Television, and put everything together. And so we're, it's when you build it from the ground up, you get those wobbly moments. But for the most part, we are pretty much balanced, and we got a comedy division, we're doing podcasts, and just so many. She has her ideas, like I've never met anyone who constantly, I thought I was like nobody who matched, nobody, I ain't met nobody that can match my just constantly going with new ideas. But man, ever since I met her, she has been on a roll, and I've been like, I can't keep up, what you doing now? What we doing? Wait a minute.
Man,
but it's fun. Great. It's fun. It's fun. If you can't have fun, then why do it?
Oh my God. I tell people that all the time, man. If you can't laugh, I can't go to a job. I cannot do something consistently that I can't have fun. I'm a laugher. So man, when I go pay a bill, when I got a problem or something, I'm going in with a good attitude when I'm ordering food. Like I'm joking around the whole time. I went yesterday to take some journals to somebody, and so the lady that I had to meet, well, I guess she was up front. Like I was like, "You in charge?" She's like, "No, I'm in charge." I said, "Well, you look in charge. You got a shirt on, you got a badge on." She's like, well, I guess I am in charge. I'm just having fun.
I
That's just,
love it.
you gotta have fun throughout the day. You gotta bring people smiles and stuff like that. Going back to your comedy thing, I'm gonna tell you something. I over the past, I guess maybe past 5 years, I've grown so much respect for people in the comedy world because it is perceived that anybody can get up and tell jokes. It's perceived that anybody can get up and hold a mic and just talk for a little while. It's perceived that way, and so I had the opportunity to do like an open mic. And when I tell you, it's different. It's different
Listen,
when you're standing up in front of somebody, and and they are looking for a reaction. They're looking for punchlines. They're looking to connect you. I was like, man, I don't know. This is different. Like, this is really different. So,
my mm-hmm.
it's
It's definitely different.
it is. I mean, like I said, some people are naturally funny. Some people are stage funny. So it's two different
It's a
things.
difference.
It is. And so, like, a lot of people don't really grasp it. They're like, man, anybody. It's some people that can tell good stories. Like, I'm a good storyteller, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily reflect on stage. It doesn't necessarily reflect on stage. But some people, they can take that same joke and tell it on stage and give the certain nuances and
Mm-hmm.
punchlines and
It's a
delivery.
skill. Yep.
It's a real skill. It
It
is
is
a
a
real
skill.
skill. So, man, I commend you on your 732 lines of work that you
730.
that you
I
that
like
you
that.
got going on. It's just great, man. It's just great to meet people like you that are pushing, that are elevating, that are producing the type of vibe that people should be clinging for, like fighting for your time. So I'm gonna do a couple different questions for you tonight out of
Okay.
our journal line.
Okay.
So you say everything you do is black based, so we're gonna do a couple of Hello Black Woman questions, and then we're gonna
Okay.
do a couple of Hello Black Entrepreneur questions for you.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm ready, I think.
Oh yeah. Come on now. Easy work. Easy work.
Easy word. All right. Military talk. That's military talk. Easy. Everything easy with
Everything
military.
easy.
They say
So,
that and you be out there dodging bullets, but it's easy work.
yeah, I got a military family. I got that from there. That's easy. Easy.
It's
Everything. My
easy.
nephew, everything easy. I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the first question I'm going to ask you tonight says, "Hello, Black woman. What makes you a strong person? What traits of your character do you feel need improvement?"
Mm.
Mm,
Let's walk that backwards then.
okay.
What traits of your character that you feel need improvement? I am always every trait of my character is always seeking improvement.
That's huge. I like that.
Always. I am always growing. And if I get to a point where I feel like I'm not growing, I am growing. I just don't feel it, but I gotta find that feeling in there. Like feelings are indicators of your key indicator on where you are in life.
Mm-hmm.
So serious and where you are with certain things in life. Just everything that comes your way, it's always best to assess your feelings. So yes, I am like working on everything. Like I'm constantly evolving, constantly finding out new answers because I'm a seeker of answers. I'm always I'm everything is needs an improvement. Like I can't find that one area where I got it down to a T. No.
I like that.
I would never have it down to a T. I just want to have it down to happiness. That's it.
That's
Like
huge.
I don't be searching nothing else but that. Like that's all I need. What makes you a strong person? I guess that. I guess knowing like being conscious of the fact that I'm going to be, I'm always seeking change. I'm always seeking growth. Growth is different from change, by the way.
It is. Very
Growth is different from change. The world is going to change. We are now on, like, normally we have to go into a studio to record stuff like that. And here we are. Technology has changed. Everything is constantly evolving and changing in this world. Now, do you want to evolve? And that's the question I ask myself.
Yeah.
after I meditate, like what is it today that I want to experience that makes my life that brings abundance into my life, whether it's an abundance of finances or an abundance of which everybody always think of finance when they say abundance. But you can have an abundance of love to give, overflow of your cup. And overflow of your cup is not necessarily finances. That is love. That is attention. That is an abundance of whatever that can't be bought with money. Just that is what that is what makes me, I think, a strong person. I think I came here a strong person. Everybody did. Just the way we look at things have become misconstrued. So we want to go back in the looking glass and see how we're looking at things. Take assessment of that. That's crucial.
That is, that is beyond crucial. You are spot on with that. I mean, a lot of times we project versus reflect. We project everything projected, and a lot of people don't reflect. So, wow, wait a minute, what am I? How am I looking at this? How am I reading this text message? They might have sent the text message in a caring and in a thoughtful way, and then I read it like she trying to tell me what to do. Somebody get on my case,
because how you feeling at the moment is how you take the text.
It's your feelings. It's your feelings. Not man. That is huge. That's absolutely
how you feel at the moment is how you take text, and doing that. That's a good example, by the way, of how you can have self-awareness and how you use your self-awareness. And if you at that moment somebody send me a text, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes it takes me a day. I may not respond right away because if I'm in a bad mood, which it happens, I'm human. If I'm not feeling good, I do not answer the phone. I do not answer back on text unless it's something like yes or no, something that I already done went through my mind and came up with an answer, but that doesn't produce so much friction in it.
You don't want to add gas to the fire. It's already some brewing there. You like, no, not right now.
You know what?
Let me back up a little bit.
Always. And know that once that text, so for me, what I've done lately is once I put something out there, whether it's verbally or through text or whatever, know that those are my feelings. And once I say it, I'm not responsible for how you take it. Nope. I used to think I was, but I'm not, because I was never happy. I was always frustrated about something. Oh, that's not how I meant it. Now you in a debate. Why debate? What are you debating? Just say how you feel. That person take it how they take it, and that's that.
Yeah. You saving yourself a lot of gray hair, a lot of
unnecessary gray hairs.
Unnecessary, absolutely.
Yep.
The next question is going to come from our entrepreneur journal. It's number 11 in the journal. It says, "Hello, Black entrepreneur. What is the most important reason you wish to be successful?"
Okay, I am successful.
Hello.
Because I am happy. I'm happy, and that's determined by me. So I will forever be successful. The rest will flow. I'm not. Easy flow is the name of the game. That's my mantra. So as I go through life, as I go through day by day, as I lay here and rest or whatever, it's ease and flow. And if it don't ease and it don't flow, I don't do it. So that is why I am already successful, and I will continue to be.
Yeah. Listen, that is a very unique answer, because when you talk about success, for most people, it's a number. They're looking for a financial number,
because it's fun to measure things,
right? But when most people figure out what that number is, it is so easy to get greedy. It's so easy to want to go, okay, my goal is to obtain this amount of money, and everything that takes away or every opportunity you miss will cause you to really go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have done this, I should have done that. And you will get wrapped up into it so easy. Like, I'm speaking from experience, but in the end, you will figure out, like, the times I look back on myself that I've been really the most happiest, it hadn't been a thought in my mind how much money I had in my pocket. like when I was really, like a carefree, like that's priceless. And I never thought, man, I was so happy that day. Like, how much money did I have? Like, what was my account? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't cross my mind.
It's not because you. First of all, we're always seeking more. We always want more. We're always asking for more, and nothing's wrong with that because there's an abundance of it. Whatever it is, there is out there. There's no you being. Listen, I am not greedy. I want all. I want it all. That's how I wake up. Like I want it all. Like I want to smile every day. The other day, a hummingbird came while I was staring at a flower. I just posted this on Facebook. But I was looking at a flower. Something stopped me. I normally do my little walks or whatever I need to do at that moment to get to where I need to be, and that's being in love with myself and feeling that love.
That's huge.
Yeah, feeling that love, not just saying it, but just, oh my goodness, it feels so good, And I was smiling and just staring at this. Something stopped me, and I stopped my instincts, and I stopped, and I looked. I was like, oh, that's a beautiful flower. And no less than 30 seconds later, a hummingbird flew up and was on that very flower I was looking at. And I was like, what does a hummingbird mean? Because I'm always seeking, like, there's always a reason for everything. And you put out into the universe, into source, into God, whatever it is you call him or it, you put that out there, what you want. You already set your emotions on that. And that's the thing. I was feeling so good. And I was like, I probably could have made 10,000 decisions at that moment, feeling good. I never want to make a decision in a bad place.
Got it.
In a bad mood. So I could have probably, but I didn't. I sat there in there and I was just, it had flew away and I was standing there and I told my son, I was like, did you see that hummingbird? And he was like, no. What don't matter? The hummingbird wasn't for you, it's for me. So there it is as a sign. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source, for allowing me to see that sign that I am on the right path. You're doing the right thing. Because I had questions earlier that day. And then I had answers. But the answers that came, I was like, I don't know about that. I may have. But it's because, it don't take 17 seconds to build up a thought and get that thought rolling in either direction, negative or positive. It never stays here. It can go left or right.
It's got to move. That thought has to
go move. Its energy never dies. It just transforms or transfers, however you want to use, whatever words you want to use. It's transient. Okay, it's in transit. It never dies. So keep that in mind when you go about your day, because I definitely, some days it's harder than others to keep that in mind because of what's going on around me. And I'm human. So I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I'm sorry. Yes, I said that right. Yeah. I am a spiritual being having a human experience, having a physical experience. So I want to enjoy this experience. Why be mad all the time?
I love it. Listen, my next question is you are almost right where I want to be with this next question.
Let's go.
The first question in the Hello Black Woman journal says, how do you think, it says, hello Black Woman, how do you think others describe you? How do you describe yourself?
Okay, so the first question would be if I cared about if I cared. But the human side of me does to a certain extent, not to a point where it affects me. So I've heard, like, one of my homies that I haven't talked, she's moved away and she lives way in Colorado, and we haven't talked in probably 5 or 6 years, but we don't talk that often then. But when we do, we pick up where we left off. Like, we stay on the phone for hours. The other night, I was on the phone with her for like 2.5 hours. Yeah. I have another friend that I talk to like that I know we're going to go into the good. So they were describing me. I do these sessions on Saturdays, and it's a chat session on Facebook, but I do sessions individually. I don't never ask for money. I always have to put that out there because, like you said, there's a dollar sign, there's a number attached to everything, but there's not to happiness. Okay. So I do these sessions where I can help guide people into a better way of thinking and living. And so she was describing to the group, that was her first time coming there, and she was describing to the group how she met me. And I was like, I never knew that. Because she was like, she was my first friend in the fourth grade. And she came up to me. I was crying. And she was like, oh, it's going to be okay. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like something I would do. But I never knew
It
that I
stuck with
was
her
your
though.
first friend.
It
Yes.
stuck with her.
We're in our 40s. She's about to be 42, I think.
Yeah.
And she is just like, I'll never forget that. Like, and then to hear you speak now is like, dang, you the same person, but you're not. It's like you went in the right direction. I said there were times I had a stumbling block, but I have friends that always tell me that I'm here for them. I'm always there when I need them. And then I have friends who are like, you know what, TK is TK,
Yeah.
and she gon' be there, and she's also gonna make sure she good. Like she's just not gonna be out here for you willy nilly because you asking for it.
Yep.
I already, I guess describing myself is uh just that, it's constantly growing, constantly evolving. Anybody want me to describe myself as this basically what I'm saying? Growing. One word, normal. Growth, growing.
That is huge. So listen, I like to have a fun question as we wrap up this session on entrepreneurship and this
Mhm.
learning people, learning who you are. And I tell people all the time, as an entrepreneur, people aren't often just buying products; they're buying your time,
Mhm.
they're buying your space, they're buying your vibe. Because normally, I do journals and photography. There
Mhm.
are 1 million other journals. There are 2 million other photographers in Jackson alone. And
Mhm.
so the reason people choose me is it's personal. It gets to be personal.
Well, that's how when I met you, I was like, oh, yeah, you ain't got
Exactly.
to say. That part was true, y'all. I was like, no, you ain't got, I've been standing back watching and listening,
Uh-huh.
and something drew me to your table. I came to a sneaker convention, but I was like, yes, this is why I came. Like,
Right.
this is why I
You
came.
like, nah, you ain't got
I can go
I
home.
want this, and I said, well, you want to see this? No,
No, no,
no,
I ain't
you ain't
even
got to do
seeing it.
all that.
Because your vibes let me know that it's there. And for people that need that extra boost, then save that energy for them because I got it.
You did. I mean,
Give me
like
what you
quick.
got.
I like, you sure? You like, nah, I'm good. Like this what I
I
want.
heard you.
This, that, and that right there. I said, okay, then, no problem. I got you. So listen,
Yeah.
on a personal note, I like this question right here. It says, this is our random question for the night. If you could choose one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
And I know the answer
You do.
because I listen to this song every day, multiple times a day. It's CeeLo's Greens, Eldorado Sunshine, or Sunrise. In parentheses, it says Super Chicken because that's what they normally say. But there's a line like the whole song from the beginning to the end
Mm-hmm.
is positive, uplifting. Did you guys know that CeeLo is that uplifting? Oh my God, y'all need to go get some of his stuff. Just one song, but I would suggest listening to that song. I
What's
know the radio.
I gotta look it up. CeeLo Green. What's the name of the song?
It's called El Dorado Sunrise. Or you could just type in Super Chicken, CeeLo Green Super Chicken. It should still pull up because that's the part of the. But it's a line in there that says,
I've never heard this song. I can tell you that
"I
right now.
know,"
I've
and
never heard this song.
I probably would have won a bet because I pretty much know that most people don't know this song.
I know when I
And
saw it, I was like, nah, I don't know this song right here. Okay,
man, that is my song. That's my
I
jam.
gotta check this out. So listen, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Tell the
Okay.
viewers how to get in contact. How to get in contact with you. Website, Facebook, Instagram. Tell them every which way possible to get in contact with TK.
All right. So, short of giving you my phone number, I'm on Facebook. I have a couple of Facebook accounts. One is TK Fairley Comedy. Another is my personal account, which is Takesha Fairley, TEKESHA Fairley, and then Instagram is TK Fairley. Twitter, I think it's TK Fairley Comedy. I'm rarely on there. I stay away from other people's drama, by the way. So Twitter is full of it. Facebook helps me decipher through some of this, some of this drama, so I don't mind it. and Instagram too. And then Instagram, TK Fairley. Oh, TikTok. I just recently picked back
Okay.
up. Now, one thing there's a gift that I have, and the gift is knowing when something's going to take off. Like I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt it that Instagram was going to take off. I felt it when TikTok. I joined TikTok like 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
Nobody was on there, and I made 2 like funny videos, and I just left it alone after that, like just playing around because I was bored. So, and then I was like, you know what? Let me pick TikTok back up, and billions of people are now on there. It's like it's ridiculous, and I'm like, man, like if I could just invest, but it don't pull me to that point where I want to invest any money or anything in there. Just that knowing that that's gonna take off. I knew Rita Brent was gonna be who she is, and she's not even finished, not even close to being where she's going to be.
Yeah.
Like the first time I met her, a year in coming, I was like, yo.
I see you. Like I see it. I see
you. You got it. Maybe I should manage you. But she already had a manager, so that's another thing. Like I don't mind doing, by the way, but only when I have the time. That's true. But yeah, follow me on all of those things. I'm probably gonna find something else to jump on. But I'm normally on Facebook a lot, and I do those sessions through Facebook chat. So if you, and I just got on Clubhouse. So I'm TK Fairley on Clubhouse.
I'll look for you on Clubhouse tonight. I got on Clubhouse maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and
I just got on there yesterday.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed being able to get on and pitch my business and not always pitch your business, but just listen to how other people pitch their business. You can just pick up a lot. You know, you can pick up small nuances, quick little sayings and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I got that. I got to use that. You know,
but you know, experience teaches. Experience teaches, not words.
It does.
So when people come to you with their experience, that's a teaching moment.
Absolutely. TK, it has been absolutely phenomenal to have you on here tonight. I've learned so much more about you. You know, like I said, I saw you doing one thing. You've told us about 800 other more things you do. We got to tap in with you. We will stay connected. The Hello Black Man brand will be staying connected. We will be sharing your content, sharing your stuff. We got your comedy page into the chat. So everybody that sees this broadcast now, later, or forevermore, make sure you tap in with the TK Fairley. TK, do you have anything else you want to do tonight?
Just easy flow. Just easy flow with it. Don't worry about the rest. Everything else will fall in line. Worry about your feelings, nobody else's. That's it.
I like it. That's a win. Thank you, TK. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, there was TK Fairley on with us tonight on the entrepreneur side. And literally a very vibrant and a great spirit person. I'm telling you, when I first met her, you know how people like just kind of know what they want. So I was doing my pitch and talking about the different journals and stuff like that. She said, yeah, I got it. I want this one, I want that one, I want that. She bought 4 or 5 journals, and I got a shirt. And she had a shirt on tonight, and I appreciate her. I appreciate her time and effort, and it's coming on. Listen, man. Make sure you tap in with everybody that I bring on. I'm sharing my platform with them, and they are also sharing their platform with me. So more people that they know are seeing the Hello Black Man brand for the first time, and my people are seeing her for the first time. And I want to make sure that we are sharing, networking, and getting to know everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been the time for the night of the Hello Black Man Entrepreneur Podcast. You all have a great evening. Hello, Black Man.